The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto. Full pockets filled up with money. Feeling like I hit the lotto.
Okay.
Flexing on all of these bitches. Black shirt, Johnny
Hello.
Bro.
What's up? What is up?
I say what's up? Man, sit your ass down.
Back with another new episode of StyleBeasting podcast with your host for the most, Delton Wall. And we're on episode 129.
God damn!
And I think I'm going to go ahead and start it off. So, it's March 8th. It's been like a week and a half since I dropped the episode. Like I said, a lot of stuff's been happening. My girlfriend had surgery, and I had been taking her to doctors and taking her daughter to school, and I've been working my ass off. So I haven't been really dropping episodes as like I should in the past month and a half. Well, past 3 months. But it's been a long couple of weeks. But I'm back, and before I start, happy birthday to my sister. Her birthday was February 25th. And I know it's been like, probably when this comes out, it's been like 14 days since it's been that. But still, happy birthday, Ash. Love you, nonetheless.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so my week has been a somewhat rough one. So at my job, I have a new manager, and how should I say this? She's a little rough around the edges, but she's also a nice, caring person that believes in me. And it's rough because the encouraging words that she gives me is a very valid one. And it's the same thing everybody's been saying to me about myself for the past recent years. So I know it's not just like random bullshit that she's telling me.
Correct!
It's just, I don't know. I think she's a real, when she wants to be a hard ass, she's a real hard ass. But it's rough too, because like she's really cool, but like she just comes across as a hard ass and nobody likes it. But I can understand because of her in her in her era, that's how they did it. But I guess you have to, like I said before, move with the times and not move as in it was 2001 or 1990. So, I say 2000, not 1990. That's a little too far. To the 2000s. But here's hoping she gets better. I feel like she is, because it's like randomly one day she just like started being like nice and happy going. I'm like, I was so fucking confused. I'm like, what? This is real random. Like it's like sporadically weird, and like I don't understand it. I'm trying my best to understand her, because I almost got out of character with her because of an incident that happened, but I had to calm it down and bring myself back to reality, because at the same time, when I spoke to like 3 other people about it, I spoke to my girl, my mom, my sister about it. Like I think I got one more person, and they told me to be not just be the bigger person, but what was the saying they gave me? Not let bygones be bygones. Damn it, it was an old church saying my aunt used to say and my mom said to me. But I think I'm probably gonna have to stop taking stuff personally, but think before like I go off. Now I have rightful reason to go off, but at the same time, that's not who I am. That's not who I am. Who my character is. And if you know me, you know that if you know me like people know me, I have blown up in front of like my friends But for me to get there, it has to be some bullshit to take me there. Like I'm not gonna wake up on 100 or just randomly on 100. Like it has to be some bullshit or something that was said or done to me to put me into that mode. And I don't even like being in that mode because I feel like that's not who I am. Because I'm still trying to not convert, but I'm still trying to put myself in the same mental headspace, not mental headspace, the same emotional understanding headspace when I was younger, probably like my early 20s. And I'm not saying that I lost the innocent light that I had, because when like my early 20s, my mindset was to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, understanding people on like a full level, and this taking time into like understanding people and like not judge. Now I'm not saying I just immediately see somebody like, oh, you a bum ass nigga or some shit like that. I still give people grace and I still take time to understand people, but my not temperament, but my time is short. Like there's a shorter window of pissing me off than when I was in my 20s. It was a larger amount, and to get me pissed off, it would have to take some flagrant shit. But now that people are getting more flagrant and like more bravado in their chest, my attitude level got smaller. But like I said, that's something I will have to work on, because you can't go around doing that all your life. You can't. You have to not conform, but you have to be an adult. And you have to think of like this: is the adult to get up, to start cussing, screaming, yelling at people? No, that's something children do. Adult. Well, if you're a real adult, you'll walk away from the situation and not let them take you to that point and put you in that headspace. So that's something I'm trying to learn and get better with. But here's hoping. Yeah, I definitely want to. That's probably one of the major drastic things I want to change about myself. That's really something major that I really do, or I want to change. But for shout out to my nigga Joe. He's on tour. He's not a rapper. He's a photographer and a videographer and a graphic designer. Like he's a lot of stuff. He's multifaceted. But he's shooting for Baby Kia and Boss Man D-Lo tour. And congratulations to Joe. Like, if you've known Joe as long as I have, that man is he's almost in a sense like Cam Kirk when he first came out, like how he was taking all those pictures and like all this stuff Cam Kirk did, he did too, except like made like a museum and stuff like for Gucci. But other than that, my nigga Joe has been taking videos at car rallies, have done music videos, I believe, has shot a bunch of rappers. Like he has done a lot of shit since he hit Atlanta, and I'm proud of that man. Like I really am. Yeah, I'm like that's my nigga. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for all my friends that are doing something with the. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to be like, oh man, like out there, but like I'm happy that my friends are like are doing well or like trying to succeed in something that they like, because everybody that I'm really friends with, like I went to college with, their goals and their ideas for their goals is heartwarming, because to sit there, plan your life, think about not and still think and still keep in touch with us and not just like spread off and not communicate. And before I go on, there's nothing wrong with not communicating with your friends for a brief period of time to get your shit together. Like we're in a group chat now. We don't talk every day, but we talk a good portion of some days. And even though I don't see like Joe all the time since he's in Atlanta, or Brian or anybody, we're still friends. I still check up on them just to make sure everybody's okay, because in these trying days, you have to keep up with your friends or family to make sure they're okay and for them to see if you're okay. But still, congratulations to Joe. Congratulations to all my friends that are doing something with their lives, or if you're just living and putting yourself through life and living as an adult life, because not many people do that. And I believe a good portion of my college friends, even if they're not at where they want to be, they're farther than they were years ago, or they gotten better mentally and or physically from when I last seen them, or from when we were all together. And I pray for all my friends to be like lit and be good and all that stuff, because again, I say we're in trying days and we never know what might happen. But keep your friends and family close and check up on your friends. Not daily, well, I wouldn't say daily, because they might have a family or might be doing something, but it doesn't hurt to send a text saying, "Yo, you good, man?" Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But transitions from asking if you're good, the timeline was in a huff about $30 lunches, and not lunch dates. Just like if you were, let's say you were to send your girl $30 for lunch, and she say that's not enough. First of all, that's insane, because let's say an average work lunch is an hour. Where are you eating in an hour that costs $30, over $30 for an hour lunch? Like, bro, because let's break this down. You drive 10 minutes to get to the place that you're at. It takes 10 minutes to get back. So that's 20 minutes out of the hour gone. So you only got 40 minutes. It takes at least 5 or 6 minutes to make the food. So now you almost at 30 minutes. So where are you going to go? You going to eat at Chili's? Nigga, no. You probably going to eat at, I won't say a fast food. Yeah, like a fast food place, or like you brought something home. Like, my nigga, like, if somebody give me $30, I can pay for 4 people. Oh, wait.
That's okay. Take your time.
At least 3 people's meals for $10, for like $30. Shit, you could give me $10 and that's all I need. I'll get 2 cheeseburgers, a drink, a fry, boom, good. That's all I need. And shit, I probably ain't even hit $10 yet. If you go to the places that have like those deals, shit, you could go to Jersey Mike's and get half a sub for like $18. You still got $12 left. And you're not even gonna eat that whole sandwich, bro. You're not eating a whole right now. That's stupid. Cause that you bought a whole sandwich from Steve's. I mean, not Steve's. Jersey Mike's with a drink. My nigga, the only thing you're gonna have after that lunch is half a sub, and you can eat that for lunch. And that's $20 right there. And if you got drinks and stuff at home or chips and stuff, you ain't gotta buy nothing extra. It's right the fuck there. You can just put that last 12 in the gas. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, and I don't even want to say it was. Well, actually, no, it was a woman who said this, because I didn't want to put a gender on this, but it was a woman. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't never comment on stuff like this, because I feel like that's stupid. There's no way in hell. Now, not all women supported what she said. A lot of them didn't. But even still, though, it's like the women that did agree is like, where are you going for lunch that costs $30? Like, I don't. Even if you work at the mall, bro. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't really tell you. But I did. As soon as I started reading the tweets and stuff, I got off the Twitter, because I was like, I'm definitely not trying to hear $30 dates, lunches. Actually, matter of fact, funny as fucking enough, my girl sent me $30 for lunch. I just now thought about it. That shit is funny. And I want y'all to guess how much I spend on that.
I do not know.
$8.56.
Fucking dummy. Stupid ass niggas.
I have a whole 30 ball. And that's what I'm saying. And that was dinner. That was literally dinner. Bro, that is bro. Yeah. Whenever I see like money dates or money shit on Twitter, I'm really gonna stop paying attention. Cause I forgot that just happened to me. But yeah, that I can't believe that. I can't believe that actually happened to me. That whole Twitter debate happened to me in real life. But nah, that's yeah. People who complain about $30 for lunch is stupid. Yeah, no, I don't play with it. That's dumb as hell. I'm definitely going to eat my $10 dinner and be called a day. But aside from other debates on Twitter, Stephen Smith Sr. got exposed by a man. That's right. All right, let me word this right. Stephen Smith Jr. was exposed by a guy because Stephen Smith slept with his wife. And the text is fucking foul. Bro, Stephen over here saying, hey, dad, I know I moved a IUD on that women having their arm. And when I read that, I was sick. Cause I didn't know what IUD was at first. But when I found out what it was, that's even sicker, bro. And the woman had to like put up a diagram of where the IUD goes. And I'm like, there's no way he moved that. If he did, that nigga that's crazy. You need to kill that nigga too. Like, I'm joking. I'm really joking. But if you sent my girl text saying, did I move your IUD? I might have to kill you.
And it's time to die. So let's get one thing straight. Hey. Your vital signs are.
And he exposed them, but like, bro, it makes you look crazy because the text look crazy. And actually, let me read some of them. Take me deep down your throat like you kind of like that. I want you to suck me off. That's what he said to the woman. I would have gagged on it if I had to come home. Me bamba. She also said, I like feeling deep in my wet pussy. Oh, bro, yeah. Now I'm reading these texts, bro. Nah, I would have to. Yeah, I'm killing Stephen Smith. Jesus. And if you look at her, she's not bad. She don't look bad. She's actually pretty cute. Now, it's crazy because she kind of looks like Stephen Smith's wife. And the woman I'm talking about, they're both white. And if you look at Stephen Smith kids, you can see, and compared to her, you can see what kind of bag he likes. And she's not ugly at all. Like, she's not ugly. But, the dude's Tony Martinez. Boom. Ah, my bad. I forgot. My bad. But yeah, I'm like, she's all right. She's like,
Open your mind!
How should I put this in white woman looks? She's... damn, I'm trying to find a median. She's a good looking white woman. She's like, I'll say it like that. She's a good looking white woman. She's not ugly. And now that I'm looking at her, yeah, that's definitely his steez and white women. But nah, Tony, you might have to go crisp and wild on that nigga because it's bro. Reading them texts out loud again, and even the UID thing, the IUD thing is even sicker, bro. Like, you can't tell my girl that you might have to die. I'm sorry. I know I'm going back to saying you might have to die, but nigga, what the fuck you mean? Bro, like, that's insane. And Stephen Smith Smith Senior ain't no weak nigga. Nigga's pretty built. So if you want to fight him, you might want to be ready to kill that nigga. Because that nigga did. I think he was on a practice field and some players, football players were practicing. And he was like, hey, don't hit me. You're going to get knocked out. And he's still in shape too. So I wouldn't fight him if I knew I had to fight him. Because he still looked like he's in peak condition. So moral of that story, just pay close attention to the snipers that are around your wife or your significant other. And by snipers, I mean niggas that will fuck your wife and you will be none the wiser. Well, my man Martinez wasn't none the wiser. He found out. So, and don't go through your significant other's phone, because you might find some shit that'll make you not eat for like 4 days, or like you're just throwing up. And he probably sounded like he threw up before he made that call, because he recorded himself calling Steve. And I was like, I wouldn't put that out there. That's something as a man, I wouldn't put that out there. Only because now you're going to be the guy labeled as the guy whose wife is getting fucked by Stephen Smith Sr. So, yeah, that's going to be a rough sale for you. Hopefully that doesn't fuck up his life or career, because I don't know what he does, but it probably is going to fuck it up. But let's move on to the next topic, video games. And I'm putting video games in there because I ain't watching anime. So this week, the games is going to take the anime portion. So let's get into that. So, Tekken 8 DLC has been announced, Season 2. And the first character we got is Anna. Is it Anna? I keep on getting her name mixed up. Yeah, it's definitely Anna. Yep, it's Anna. I'm tripping. Yeah, it's Anna. And I like the redesign. They gave her the Jury from Street Fighter 6 haircut, except without the pigtails. So it's literally that same cut of Jury, but without the pigtails. And looking at it, well, that's her initial outfit. Well, no. Her hair is the same and all. But looking at it, I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. They gave her a bazooka. Well, she always had a bazooka, but now she has bazooka combos, which is funny, because Nina has gun combos. So Anna and Nina being sisters and them using weapons makes sense. Now, Anna looks cooler. From what the trailers looks, it looks like she plays cooler than Nina, because I think she has a poison bazooka shot that poisons you. And unlike Nina, she don't hit you with the guns, but because of how long the bazooka is, her overhead is bazooka, and it's a pretty strong overhead. Now, looking at it, you can obviously tell that they're probably going to change how they did Season 2 from Season 1, because that's how Tekken normally operates throughout the seasons. Well, when they're doing good. And I'm not saying did bad, but going from Tekken 7's DLC, people were like, there was certain characters people didn't like Not This, Fakaram, Luckily. There was a lot of characters niggas was like, okay, these characters are just too fucking strong. And understandably so. But I think Anna is going to be she's going to play different, and she might add new flair, because niggas already loving Clive from fucking Final Fantasy 16 in Tekken 8. Like, niggas was excited because it was another Not This, but it was more forgiving than Not This. Because Not This had moves that was just like, all right, man, you just throwing heavy shit at me and I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Or you just throwing that big ass sword, teleporting. So it was a lot of shit they had to deal with. Now, we get 2 stages in 4 characters. Now, people are speculating that we might get Armor King. Maybe. But I think we're not getting dead characters. Because people were like, oh, we might get Lei. Or Lei's not dead, but what's my nigga name? Harwong's master, Beck. We might get no, I don't think Beck is dead. Shit, we need Brian Fury. Fuck that. Put Brian Fury, Miguel. That's 2. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea who they can add. Well, it might be a guest. It might be a cure. That's what I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be because since we already got I think we got 3 women. Because we got the Prime Minister and who else was it? I feel like we had another character. But I think it's gonna last 3 is gonna be dudes. I think hopefully it's Brian Fury, Miguel, and maybe Fakuramen. Or it might be Akira because of Virtual Fighter. So who knows?
That's just prime.
But here's hoping that the characters are at least interesting. Amen. Oh, that's what I meant. Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds is out, and I bought it. Now, I just beat it today. Now, people is out, been out for a week now, and people already beat everything for it already, which is insane because I had to work and I really couldn't play as often because I had my niece with me and my niece wanted to fucking play the game while I was trying wanting to play the game. So I just now beat it and I'm in high rank now. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it because I'm gonna say that for the next pod. But this game is amazing. This Monster Hunter Wild, playing it made me remember why I loved it, the Monster Hunter world, so much. Playing that game was so fucking fun. Like, even the story mode was more story than it's ever been. And I fucked with it too. I really did. I fucked with the concept of the story. And I could see, because now when I beat it, I was like, there was a lot of monsters that wasn't shown in the trailer in the initial game. Now, I didn't think nothing of it until I was like, oh shit, in game. All the majority of the monsters that we saw, I won't say a majority, a good number of the monsters that we saw are in-game monsters. And I'm gonna at least say this before explain this about Monster Hunter. Beating Monster Hunter's story is just a tutorial of the game. Because once you beat the story, that's when high rank starts. And high rank is basically you fighting the same monsters or different monsters, just a little stronger and with different features. Like, let's say you fought a normal dragon in low rank. High rank, the monster might do a different move and be a little bit more damaging. Now, there's master rank where the monsters are fucking stupid strong and they just kill you in almost 2 hits if you ain't maxed out on your equipment and weapons. And then there's tempered monsters, which are like a harder version of the monster that are stronger and drop better items. Because after low rank, all the items that you get in high rank and master rank are significantly better than low rank. Like, it's night and day how different it is. But playing the game, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a lot of weapons. Now there's 14 weapons. I'm not playing insect glaive, hammer, light bowgun, or heavy bowgun, and hunting horn. So out of 14 weapons, I'm only using 9 because the other ones are like I can't do it. I might fuck with hunting horn, I might, but it'll have to be on a layer day and like me trying to learn on my own. So I'm definitely not going to delve too deep in the weapons that I don't like. But I'm sad that I'm devoting all my time to Monster Hunter because I didn't finish Persona 3 Reload like I said I was. And I'm mad because I also got Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 5, which if you know anything about Atlas games, it takes 100 hours for you to beat the game. Now, I can always play them at when I'm not playing Monster Hunter, but
You were wrong.
investing 100 hours into an Atlas game is hard because it's not just playing the game straight. You have to do side quests, do a whole bunch of other stuff than just doing this straightforward story. Because if you do the straightforward story, you're just not going to get anything. You're just going to get the bare minimum of the game and probably not going to be strong enough to fight certain enemies later down the line when you have to fight them as a boss. So playing Persona 3 Reload, I can understand what the hype was. I think I'm like 15 days from the final boss. So I'm almost done with the game. It's just the fact that when you play Persona games, you have to hang out with people and get their level of hangout ability to a certain number, so you could get a bunch of personas, a bunch of monsters to have on your team. And it's hard too because you have to manage your time with hanging with different people, knowing which days to hang out with people, knowing that you have to bring certain personas that match the person that you're hanging out with so that you could get closer to them faster than normal. So Shin Megami Tensei games and Persona games are different in that way because I don't think in Shin Megami Tensei you got to hang out with friends. You just got to fight monsters and do side quests. Now, I'm bought Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 5. 3 Nocturne is a great game. I played it with my old roommate in college. I had to buy it on my own because I didn't have it at first, and they just remastered it for the PS5. So I fucked with it. I played it. It's still a bitch to play because of the fucking hard ass Matador boss that get on my nerves every time I play it. But I'm glad I played 3 because when I played Shin Megami Tensei 5, because 4 was for the 3DS and I definitely didn't remember that or know that at all. So when I'm playing 5, I'm like, okay, the stuff that they're saying in 5 correlates to 3. So I'm glad I played 3 because the storyline for 5 plays par and parcel to 3. So I'm like, okay, cool. I know this about this and this about this. Even though I didn't beat it fully, I know enough to be like, okay, this is what they're referencing or why this is this way in 5. Now, 5 is a better version of Nocturne, and I'm not using 4 as a base because it's a 3DS game. And no disrespect, but 3DS games compared to console, big console games. And I'm not saying the 3DS isn't a big console because niggas love the 3DS, but comparing it to a PS3 or Xbox 360 at the time, it was like, eh. What was it? Xbox One. Xbox One at that time. But, well, no. PlayStation 3, I don't know. I forgot what era that came out in. But I think it might have been 2. Yeah, it was Shin Megami Tensei. It was on the PS2. It was on the PS2. Yeah. So it was probably the Xbox was out at that time. Yeah. So 5 is a good game. The demons that you get it's easier to get the demons. Now the monsters you have to fight is a little bit difficult, I would say. But I can still see but they still give you more options to be able to fight the enemies instead of it just being their normal shit. At least, it wasn't for the battle system updating for 5. If they didn't update this system, I would have died multiple times at 5. Even though I did die multiple times, I'm talking about I've been way worse and way longer. Pause. But I am enjoying it. I'm really playing. I really like it. Now, I don't think there's still games on my wish list I have to get, but there's nothing foreseeable right now that's on my wish list, except the new Pokemon game, which is a good segue, that comes out in late 2005, they announced. Now, is Pokemon Z? Is it Pokemon Z? Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, this was hinted at a while ago, but now, because Pokemon Z is based off like a Pokemon game that never came out at all. It was just like I want to say a fan made game, almost fan made game, but I think they're taking liberties from that game and putting it into ZA. Now Mega Evolutions is back. Thank fucking God, because I miss Mega Evolutions. There's a bunch of niggas who are like, no, man, Mega Evolutions are trash. I'm like, nigga, we got Mega Blastoise, 2 Mega Charizards, Mega Venusaur was just a Venusaur with extra shit. Mega game, like every Mega except Venusaur was fire. Like every except Venusaur. Now, your initial Pokemon, now your starter Pokemon is Tempig, Chikorita, and Totodile.
Basura.
Crazy. Why it's crazy that 2 of the Pokemon are Johto and one's like super, like probably like 5 or 6 generations ahead. So, and I didn't know this, but Cyndaquil was in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, people are speculating that Arceus, the god of Pokemon, swapped out Cyndaquil and Tepig, and Tepig went to this timeline while Cyndaquil went to the past. Now, is that hard to believe? No, I believe it. I truly believe that Arceus?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Arceus did that because Arceus is the god of Pokemon and he's in Pokemon Legends. So I believe that a bunch of time displacement got happened and we're getting Mega Chikorita, Mega Totodile, and Mega Tempig. Now, there's a bunch of speculations that Tempig evolution might be a little bit different in a way that he might fall in the line of the later generations of the fire types instead of the older version. And he might actually have fire coming out of his mouth. Because if you remember, Typhlosion in the other games became like a ghost fire Pokemon. Because he like became, instead of becoming the raging Typhlosion, he became like this laid back Typhlosion that just had like some weird, like his flames wasn't spiky, it was like curly. And I'm really happy. This is going to be like the first Pokemon game I played in years, only because I didn't have a Switch. Well, I don't have a Switch. My girlfriend's daughter do, so I'm taking hers. And and I didn't have a 3DS. I had to borrow it to play Pokemon Sword and Shield. Great games nonetheless. But thank God she has a Switch, because I'm definitely taking hers and playing with it. I don't care if she finds out or not. I'm playing that fucking game. And it comes out in November, I'm definitely getting it too. So yeah, I'm gonna teach her how to play because her and my niece like Pokemon. So I'm going to probably show them how to play Pokemon, because all kids love Pokemon. It's just you have to show them how to play a game. Or if you're a Digimon fan, and if you're a Digimon fan, it's far in between us. Because I like Pokemon and Digimon, but I don't know that many people that like Digimon unless you watched Digimon when it first came out. And if you did, you were probably like my age. But that's another thing before I get to the music. A new Digimon Cyber Sleuth game is coming out. It looks amazingly different and better I'll say it looks better from the Digimon games for the PS4. Now, this one might shit on niggas for real, because this look like they updated the quality of life, and by quality of life, I mean like the graphics, the the land and the interactions. So yeah, definitely gonna play a game. But that's what I forgot. The new Pokemon game, ZA. So if you guys play Xeno, is it Xenoverse? Not Xenoverse. Exoverse?
Stupid.
Xenoverse? Or is it Xenoverse or Xenoblade?
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Yeah, if you play Xenoblade or Star Ocean games, it's a little like the fighting gameplay is like that. So you know how back in the day, well, not back in the day, you know how some Pokemon games you'll bring out the Pokemon and you're just fighting right there and then. Well, not really, because Arceus allows you to walk around and fight. Well, this one allows you to walk around with your Pokemon, and I guess you could say it's the same thing as Arceus, but it's in a traditional Pokemon game sense. Because if you watch the trailer and look at it, I think you could battle on top of a roof and shit. And I was like, wait a minute. Roof battles? Fire. I'm already looking at it, and now I'm thinking, because in Arceus, you on land. Now you're in a city. That means you go anywhere and be anywhere and be. You can be anywhere and you can. Actually, yeah, you can just be anywhere and fight. There's no end. But yeah, I fuck with it. I'm definitely am going to play it. But off of video games, let's get into the music.
I am the music.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with the Westside Gunn Hitler Wears Hermes 12. Well, he just calls him 12 now, and I'm not gonna go over why he's called 12. If he's a big fan of Kanye, and if you look up Westside Gunn's longest album name, you'll understand why. But nonetheless, he dropped 12, and it's, let me see how many songs this bitch is. It's 11 songs. He fucked up. He should put 12. It's 12 songs. It's 11 songs, and out of those 11, 9 are good. 2 is okay. I really don't count the intro because it's like 50 seconds. So really, it's just really 9 out of 10. And so it's Michelle World number 1, number 2 Boswell with EST Neck and Stove God Cooks, number 3 Adam Page with Stove God Cooks, 4 Vert with EST Neck and Stove God Cooks, number 5 055 with Stove God Cooks, 6 is the one I didn't like, Health Science with Brother Tom SOS. Number 7, Gumbo Yaya with Brother. East Miami with Neck. Bury Me with Stove. I'm going to go back over these. I'm going to pick the ones that were the hardest. Bury Me with Stove with Neck. Outlander with Just West Side. And number 11, Don't World with Stove God and Elijah Hook. So I was stuck on the first 5 because Boswell is stupid, Vert is disgusting, and number 5055 is stupid. Now, I'm having a hard time because I don't know if Vert is harder than 055. Me and Jaquan get into a lot of beef because I say Stove God is good, but he's not better than Westside.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Actually, yeah, the only one I didn't like was Health Science. Everything else was fire. But I wanted to bring this up last pod, but the reason why I saved it is because some crazy shit happened when I was listening to his album. Me and my dad bonded listening to his album. Now I have 2 dads. My actual dad is a landscaper, and my stepdad is a musician, handyman, and all around great guy. Well, they're both great guys. Like I literally act like both of them. But when me and him were listening to this Westside Gunn album, I think it was Bury Me with a Stove, Gumbo Yaya, that was like that stuck out to him. He was like, "Oh man, one of our cousins rap just like that," and me and him was just having a whole discussion on it about it. Actually, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never been like into music because I remember when we were young, my dad had his studio literally beside my room. So I'll be in the middle of the night about to go to school, and he's like making a song right next door playing the guitar. And he could play guitar, DJ, and play piano too. It's like he's really multifaceted when it comes to instruments. So, and he sings in the church a lot. So I guess that helps out too. And it's really the guys that be in the church that have like the best ear, or they play multiple instruments, or they're just good on instruments in general. And he makes his own music too, so that like helps out even more. But it was just like weird to me because it was like one of those like white sitcom like father son moments, and I was like, oh shit, man, this is actually pretty fucking dope. This is actually really damn dope. And it was like the favorite time, the perfect time I always listen to Westside Gunn is probably like when the sun's up or like in the middle of the day. But let's revisit that father son bonding thing before we leave it. I think later in my life I started figuring out that, and it's just on my weird brain, that both my dads represent both sides of my brain. I think it's the right side that's creative and the left side that's like organized. If I'm remembering right. So it would be my stepdad who's a musician on my creative side, and my dad who's like a lawn care. I forgot what's the proper term for that. Yeah, yeah. Damn, landscaper. So it's like fine lines and organized and stuff. So that would be like the left side. So me personally, I take that to full consideration because honestly, I respect that because it made me the person I am today. So I definitely take that to the extreme consideration when thinking about like both my dads and like how both of their ways has seemingly made me who I am today. I guess it's the same. I already repeat. I guess I already said this, but more in depth that they are right. People are right. You do need your dads in your life, and a good father figure is a great thing to have. So yeah. So appreciate if you have fathers, or if you and your dad are kind of estranged now on no wild crazy shit like that nigga just left you in the middle of the street and firehouse found you. I would say make amends with your dads and their moms. Like I said, as long as they ain't do no crazy wild shit, like you guys could mend it, hopefully. But yeah. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. Like I always said before, like those old '90s movies where this camera is panning up and you see the branches of the trees and the sun beaming through, and there's a song playing. For some weird reason, I put Westside Gunn right there while that's happening. It's funny, and I also, it's like a running meme that Alchemist or any producer conductor would make like a beautiful beat, and Westside Gunn would say like the most outlandish shit ever. I think one bar he said, "I cooked the brick in the microwave," and I was like, "Nigga, what?" Like, picture saying that on any Beethoven's piano. Like that's how, excuse me, that's how funny it is. Yeah, I'm not disappointed in Westside Gunn albums. Like I never get any disappointed. Now, do I run to them a lot? Sometimes. Are they great? Yes. And funny enough, Boldy James and Chuck Strangers dropped an album. Now, I think I'm finally understanding why niggas fuck with Boldy James. It's called Token of Appreciation. It's 11 songs. I went through it. The last half, I didn't get a chance to favorite, see what was my favorite. But that's Boldy James, Westside Gunn type of rapping on like those kind of beats. Are like, it's basically the equivalent to me of how Detroit raps on like how they, not all Detroit rappers, the shit talking Detroit rappers, how I'm not talking on the beat like they do, but I'm talking on the beat. And I fuck with that and I appreciate that. Like, I really take time to appreciate Boldy James. And I remember hearing him back in the day. His music wasn't like this. If it was, I was tripping. I didn't pay close attention. But this is really good. This is a really good album. And he dropped it this year too. That's another thing too. Boldy James has been dropping on some currency type shit. Like, it's been like almost an album every 2 or 3 months. And I'm like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. It was just like, this is a lot really fast. 1900 Rugrat dropped, and I only was able to get to the first 3 songs. I still have to like go through because I know there's still like some hard shit on here, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's like trying to like differentiate himself like while being the same guy on every song. And I understand that, but this is like your first album. So I don't know. It's weird. Those first 3 songs won't hit. Like, it didn't like even the Lil Yachty song on here, that was the 3rd song. I was like, yeah. I thought that would be good. But I think the intro's hard. Yeah, I actually take that back. The intros is hard because it's just like a guy rapping on a rapper rapping on like some holier than thou beat. Amen. Auntie Ain't Playing with Skrilla is on here. One Tape Freestyle, the remix and the original with Kodak. So out of 20 songs, it's 4 songs. So like I said, I had to go back. There might be some more hidden gems in here, but so far it's only 4. Laser Dim dropped like a 2-pack, Clip Farming and Beatside. Now, I think I heard Beatside. I literally found out, the only reason I found this out is because I was on Instagram and somebody used a new Lasers snippet. I was like, oh shit, is this song out? Like, yeah, it actually is now. So I was like, okay, cool. I fuck with that. And so far, I ain't listened to Clip Farming, but I did listen to Beatside, and it's hard. But still sticking on music, Freddie Gibbs calls out J. Cole and said after he backed out that rap beat, he can't really say much about trying to be the like he's better than everybody else, which I understand what he's talking about, but
This ain't it, Chief.
Freddie, I don't know, man. People say Freddie Gibbs got better discography than J. Cole. That's fucking crazy. No. Now, with that being said, I am gonna. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I need people to get off that J. Cole hate train, because yes, J. Cole backed out, but in hindsight, I think it was we all say in hindsight, it was the best idea he ever did. Now, we can't say that now after all that bullshit that happened. Now, does Freddie Gibbs make better music than J. Cole? No. Does he rap better than J. Cole? No. Even if I don't like J. Cole, that's never been the case. Even with my beef with Freddie Gibbs and my beef with J. Cole has made way better music. And I'm not even talking about the hits. The music itself is good. And you can say, oh, Freddie Gibbs isn't mainstream, and blah, blah, blah. J. Cole is on his own. So, like, I mean, even though he was on Rockefeller, he still, like, did his own thing. For, like, a later part of the shits, he did it on his own. So you gotta respect it. And I understand Freddie Gibbs probably gonna keep on dropping this is at J. Cole. But for me, I would just like not pay attention to Freddie. Because there's already people saying J. Cole's better than Freddie. So we don't need so J. Cole fans probably, or J. Cole himself is like, and is Freddie Gibbs like, who is Freddie Gibbs compared to me? And I know that's like a weird way of thinking, but like, bro, like, piss off. Like, no. And he even dropped a song talking about, oh, I'm not the big three. Nigga, you were never part of the big three. You can rap really good, but you will never be a part of that big three. And I'm not trying to say, like I said, I'm not saying Freddie Gibbs can't rap. But no. In comparison to J. Cole, no. Not like, that's fucking horrendous. No. So that's a beat. With other rappers in hot water, Lil Baby is under fire because he shot a music video in his, I won't say his, in some ops neighborhood, and by proxy of that, 2 kids in another neighborhood got shot and killed. Now, many people are blaming Lil Baby. Some people aren't, and I'm on the belief that I'm not gonna blame Lil Baby, because I'm of the belief, yes, he shot the music video in ops territory, but it's on the adults. Well, whoever did the assault, it's on them. Because if what happens if you take a life. We know what happens. You're gonna get in trouble, and you go to jail, and you're gonna go, or you're gonna get killed yourself. So I would put a little bit on Lil Baby, because Lil Baby probably you could have done it in your hood and man kept it cool. But you ain't have to do it in that neighborhood. Now, I will say this though. The rappers should be a little bit more pay attention to where you go at. Do you do music videos? Like, I would do a music video, I would bring my friends with me and go to like a restaurant, do something like that, because now, ever since that Thug trial, they're probably going to be like on rappers' ass even harder, because the legal system lost technically. So just be smart with your music videos now, because they are watching, and any actions taken within that area you do it in, they're definitely watching your ass. But let me see what other things in music. I think that's it. I think that's really it for music. Let's see. Hold on. Top of my head, no, nothing crazy. Actually, yeah, nothing crazy. Oh, I think Jello, the middle or oldest LeVar of the Ball Sons, got a new song with Gorilla, and it's all right, man. I think Jello's gonna be fun.
Maybe.
I think he's gonna do well, but here's hoping that he continues, because I had to re-listen to Tweaker, and it was all right. It wasn't the greatest, but it was all right.
Correct!
So here's hoping the songs get better and he stops. I won't say he's personally trying to be the big timers, and I just hope he like mixes up the big timers and this current music. But I think that's it for music. So let's move on to the final part of the pod, the manga. So, I think One Piece chapter 1143. Loki's up and about. Now, the size of Loki, pause, is fucking ridiculous. Like, I thought they were embellishing it. It's even nastier than ever. Like, if you guys remember Oars from, what is that? Thriller Bark. He's literally that size. Now, mind you, Hydran, the giant, his brother, is taller than Luffy. Hydrogen looks like a child to an adult compared to that nigga. Bro, I'm so fucking confused on how they got Loki. They must have jumped Loki with 100 niggas. Cause the way it looking, it looked like that nigga just bulldozed right through it. Especially with his, we don't even know what his devil fruit is. Because he has a lightning hammer. And I'm confused. If that's just a regular lightning hammer, that is stupid. Cause that nigga hit the tree and the lightning was so big. The lightning itself, if he hits Marineford, he's destroying Marineford. That's how crazy that is. Like, nigga, I need y'all to read that chapter because that makes no sense. Oh, and the cover art was Yamato beating Who's Who, which is fucking crazy. Which makes sense because if she could stand up to Kaido, there's no chance in the world that she's not beating Who's Who. She's clopped, like she's beating the shit out of Who's Who so bad, it's not even funny anymore. Like, I know it was a clean blitz. I know it was because she used Thunder Bagua on fucking Who's Who, and she like just like Kaido, how he rushes towards it, has the hammer, she cleaned him right up. Now, reading the chapter further, originally I thought it was the old man who was summoning these spirits that scared the kids, but I think it was the dragon. Because the dragon like woke up from sleep, he was like, huh. And I was like, that's weird. And I'm saying this because so one of the God Knights Devil Fruits is able to summon nightmares from I think either kids or people's mind. And these are some scary monsters. Like I think you see Evil Nika, a big mom in there, like some other monsters in there, and the Fenrir. So it's a lot of shit they're saying. Now, the surprises I have for this chapter is the teachers that help the kids actually can put in work. Like I think I saw one walrus nigga pick up a hammer and knock a dragon in the face. Oh, that's another thing. There was a dragon that got summoned from one of these kids' minds. It looks so much like the dragon from Punk Hazard. It's scary. It's so scary how much that dragon looks just like it. But yeah, the walrus dude knocked the dragon up. And this is another thing that surprised me. Saul, Robin's homeboy, has hockey and a named attack. Now, to the people who are like, so he has a named attack and he has hockey. Y'all don't understand. Niggas that are supposed to have hockey don't show that they do have hockey. And if you knew about Saul, I would never have thought Saul had hands at all. I think he has a peg leg too. So I didn't realize that until I reread it. This nigga has a named attack. And by that having a named attack, most people don't have named attacks in One Piece. So it's just a nigga just regularly hitting you in a move. Because niggas like Jack, that was on Kaido's team, he doesn't have a named attack. He just has an attack. Now, when I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? Saul can fight? I was so surprised. I was happy. I respect it. I really respect it because nigga, you not understand. If Saul can fight, that means I have nothing to worry about from like other guys. Cause I know Usopp gonna work, and I'm gonna disparage this narrative. Usopp's not getting a Loki's hammer. The only way he's getting that hammer is if somebody shrinks it to the size will a human that can pick up? No. No fucking way. That shit is ridiculous. If Loki's that tall in comparison, no. No. Hell no. Now, I did get into I won't say a dispute, but an argumentative discussion with Bryant on how Usopp might get Kangasaki and how Usopp doesn't have the feats for Kangasaki, and it'll feel like this how Vegeta said it's a bargain sale of Super Saiyans. Now, the only reason I say it won't be a bargain based sale of Kangasaki is because if you remember, Usopp has a bunch of feats. Yes, the feats are somewhat what's that word? Not feasible. Damn it, I had that motherfucking word. What is it? Some of them aren't the greatest. Like the one where he beat that ghost girl from Thriller Bark, how he hit her with a hammer, but it was actually made out of a balloon. The biggest fraud watch he ever had was when he was on Dressrosa and he like became God Usopp only because he was knocked out, and I think he ate something spicy and scared that little girl. Like that, like even like I said, some of Usopp's feats you can't count, even though they happened. They didn't happen, but they happened, so you gotta count it. And when Big Mom was shooting out lightning strikes of Kangasaki, he didn't pass out. Now, I know you're thinking, yes, because he meets a certain threshold of him not being knocked out by Kangasaki. Yes, you could say that. But you could also say that this nigga is able to survive Big Mom's Kangasaki flash. And you can't say, oh, it didn't hit him, because the niggas that was in front of him were knocked out. So, by proxy of that, Usopp is not above a Yonko, but he has above average hockey. Because if he didn't have above hockey, he would have been knocked out like them other niggas. So, you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it. And if it wasn't for Usopp, Luffy wouldn't have a fleet. That's 2 feats. 3. That's 3 feats. He helped take down CP9. That's 4 feats. The Giants respect him as a captain. That's 5 feats. That's 5 feats. All the fights Usopp been in. That's at least 5 more feats. 5 to 6 feats. At minimum. At bare minimum. And majority of those 5 feats is pre-time skip. Like when he beat the fish nigga, he beat the ghost bitch. He helped fight with oars. I'll give Usopp a personal feat that he actually went from the wimpy built Usopp to the muscle built Usopp. I'll give you 4 feats. I'll put that as a feat. Fleet, that's 5. Hold on. Standing up to Luffy, even though he was supposed to do that, I'll put that up there with them because he took a fist in the face by Luffy, and most niggas can't do that. Standing up to Luffy, I'll give that up to 6. And post time skip, the fleet. Did he do something Wano? Who he beat in Wano? He ain't beat nobody in Wano. Did he beat who the fuck beat not who's who? Ulti's brother. Who beat that nigga? I'll give Usopp that win. No, was it Usopp that beat that nigga? I'll give it Usopp. So he has like 8, 9 feats. 9 feats. They're not crazy, but they're feats. So yeah, he could give Luffy Kangasaki and been like, all right, I got it. Now, not Luffy, but Usopp Kangasaki. Now, it ain't gonna be no knocking out 50. It ain't gonna knock out 1,000 niggas. It ain't gonna knock out 60. And hey, that's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. I'm being, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being dead serious. If you give me fucking Kangasaki right now, and I can knock out 30 niggas by looking, I'm I'm good. I ain't got nothing. Hey, you ain't gotta give me shit else. I don't need Kangasaki infusion. I don't need no stupid OP move. Boom, Kangasaki, knock niggas out. Boom, go about my business. Boom, easy. Go about my business. That's it. Now, we did get 4 or 5 chapters without any breaks, so we gotta wait for a break this week. So, and I'm kind of sad, but I understand because it's like Oda normally don't never do that. It's been a while since we got that many chapters without a break. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I can deal it. Now, the last page of the chapter, the old man of the God Knights asks Gunko, "What are you scared of?" And she says, "Nika." Now, we have to see. I want to know if she's scared of Nika because Imu told her lies about Nika, and that's why I really feel like the God Knights only are doing this because Imu told them lies about Nika and didn't tell them the truth. And if that's the case, then I can see the turnaround coming. And Shanks and Shamrock probably getting along before one of them kill each other. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But so I have to speak on New the Exorcist. New the Exorcist. I wasn't privy to this when I read this new chapter 85, but when somebody pointed out, it feels like the manga's about to end. And in my head, I'm like, if we could get to chapter 165, maybe 180, I feel like we can do an anime just like Hell's Paradise and be good. Because I think Hell's Paradise got I don't even think they got 200 chapters. And if you could get that off, you're fine. It's just when you got because I think Marshall's finished. If I'm not mistaken. And it came out, and I think it only got 100 something chapters, 160. So yeah, you could definitely do it. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just like, damn, man. Not New Exorcist. Now, New Exorcist didn't get canceled. It survived, and I was happy for it. But it's like, damn, bro. I don't say it. So, and I understand too. It's not like the big 3 mangas where they're 600 chapters or berserker shit. So I understand. Hey, man, I'm gonna give you 180 and call it a day. Hey, I fuck with it. So hey, have all my time reading that great manga. But the new chapter, New Exorcist, is chapter 85. Gunko is getting one of his friends that's been captured by her family to be a vessel for a demon. Now, Gunko's already the realest nigga ever. These niggas went from wimpy to hefty, pause, and start clearing niggas. Ain't got a new form. And this is why I can't wait till he gets an anime. Because I feel like they're going to Ichigo this nigga. Because he does have red hair, I believe. Yeah, he does have red hair. So they're going to Ichigo this nigga. And his new form looks like Bankai. Even his sword, it don't have the Nazi, the swastika on it. It has some big ass hilt on it. And it's oh my God. Oh my God, they bleached this. And it's so amazing. His outfit looks like Ichigo's in Bankai. And I'm like, yes. If he got his idea from that, I'm sold. I'm super sold. And freaking Embers, the new soccer manga I'm reading, boy, I'm gonna shake that nigga hand. Or is a woman, I'm gonna shake her hand. Cause there's no way you should be writing a manga this good 4 chapters in. Art, amazing. I fuck with it. There's nothing you can say that I love sports manga. It's just so fucking good. It's ridiculously hard. Same with Ichi the Witch. Ichi the Witch, I think, is on chapter 25. And like I said, it's a lot going on in Ichi because the new male magic hunter asked Ichi to help him kill a certain magic. so he can like go on by his day. But comes to find out that the magic that is he wants to get rid of is a deity to a country, and if you kill it, they're gonna kill you. So you gotta basically tell the world, hey, this deity you have is actually evil. It's not good, and he's actually going to destroy you guys. So yeah, that's a lot, and I think it's weekly. So I expect that to change pretty soon because that manga is too damn good to go weekly. And I know that sounds stupid, but bro, I'm telling you, they're gonna get a Don, and I gotta read Don because I'm behind that. They're gonna get like a month break because they gotta do some wild, crazy, good shit for the manga. And I think that's what's coming for a lot of the new generation. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Wild Strawberry had to take a couple weeks, which I think that might be. I don't even know if that's ending soon, man. Because like the way that last chapter I read was like, I was like, this seems like the final fucking boss. Like it seems like we're moving like where we at in chapter 35 is almost Loki where JJK was when the Culling Games was, and that's chapter 35. So it's like, and I'm talking about the end game of Culling Games, not the beginning. I'm talking about the end fights. That's how far it feels in that 35 chapter manga. It's still ongoing. But I guess we'll have to see what comes up. But I think that's it for the pod. I think that's all I have for today. I'll have some new anime stuff for next week, which should be some good shit because I've been holding back on watching that Red Ranger Isekai. I'm going to finish Shaman King Flowers. I'm going to watch the latest season of My Hero over again, and I got to watch the last season of Go Rangers, I guess. So yeah, I got some shit to add to my list. But thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys. Always do. Say la vie. Peace.
外側じゃ絶対逃げられない。